The Yorkshire coast is home to a very special species, the grey seal. These are the largest land-breeding mammal in the United Kingdom, with broad noses and sensitive whiskers. Despite their ungainly appearance on land, in water they're formidable hunters. 4 powerful web flippers, tipped with sharp claws, enable them to swim quickly through the water to catch their prey. In late autumn, the males fight it out to become the beach master. Winning mating rights are the best pupping sites, and controlling a harem of females, as each give birth to a single pup. I want to find out more about these magnificent creatures, so I head to the Yorkshire coast. I'm here to meet the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust to chat about how to watch the seals safely. First, I meet up with Bex. Right, hi Bex.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Oh, fantastic. I'm just watching a few of the seals bobbing around.
Yeah, just down there in the surf. That's amazing, isn't it? So it's always great watching the seals, but why are they so important in the UK?
So we know that the UK is actually home to around 40% of the world's population of grey seals.
That's huge, isn't it?
So our islands are really special for grey seals. And within the European context as well, we know we've got about 95% of that
That's
population.
massive, isn't it?
So yeah, we really need to look after our grey seals here in the UK.
Got to appreciate them.
Absolutely, yeah. So the UK has actually got around 19,000 kilometres of coastline.
Right.
So we've got lots of space for these seals.
That's as with us being an island.
Absolutely, yeah, we've got all of that space for them. So of course seals need areas that they can, what we call haul out, so come and rest on land. We've got lots of bays and secluded areas for them to do that. But we've also got plentiful seas as well. So of course they need to feed on lots of fish and other animals, and we can provide that for them here in our seas.
So the populations are doing really well here, but what can we do to help them?
They do still face quite a number of threats, so whether that's from pollution, declining food sources in certain areas, and also things like entanglement in litter. The other problem that they've got is that they do get disturbed while they're out on the coastline. So there's a few things that we can all do to help with that. They are wild animals and they're really fantastic to watch, of course, but if we can make sure that we give them that space, so at least 100 metres.
Because they're quite sensitive, aren't they? They've got good eyesight, good hearing, so it's really important we don't suddenly just appear at the edge of a cliff and startle them on the horizon, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's really easy to spook them, and what normally happens as a consequence of scaring them can be that they stampede back into the sea when they're on land, and we really don't want that to happen. So you want to keep nice and calm and quiet into order to film the seals effectively. And I know you've got a big lens as well, so that always helps with photography.
Yeah, I don't need to get too close, yeah.
Exactly right, it's all about giving the seals space.
I then return early one morning and follow the guidance from the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. It's absolutely freezing down here, but the sun's just coming up and it's picking out these seals absolutely perfectly. It's really important I approach these seals carefully, so I'm going to creep in a bit further, but not getting too close. Oh well, there's quite a few pups down there.
not going to get any closer than this. I don't want to disturb the colony. Seals are nervous on land and can stampede in fright, and pups can easily get separated from the mums. So I've got to be super cautious, stay low and quiet.
Britain's coastline holds 40% of the world's grey seal population. And each autumn the females return to the favourite beaches to give birth to their pups.
And they are adorable.
I've got one down here that's a few days old, and I think it's hungry.
Thankfully, Mum's nearby. After some rearranging and gentle encouragement, the pup finally starts to suckle.
The pups are fed on nutrient-rich milk, and they'll suckle like this 5 or 6 times a day. This milk has got more than 10 times the fat content of cow's milk, helping these pups grow by 2 kilos a day.
And I think this pup's had its fill. But whilst this tender moment is happening, brutal battles are breaking out between rival males. The pups are only just being born, but the new breeding season has already started.
Shortly after the females give birth, they become fertile again.
And this causes mayhem in the colony.
The biggest males have dominance over a group of females in an area, and this is known as a harem.
Males are much bigger than females, with a larger arched nose. And the biggest and strongest males are known as beachmasters. Each beachmaster controls their own patch of beach. And won't feed for well over a month, so they can keep an eye on their females, waiting for an opportunity to mate.
But their territory is often disputed by rival males, and their fights can be absolutely ruthless. Oh, there's 2 males squaring off to each other. Look at that. One male seems to be quite a bit smaller, but he doesn't seem to be bothered. Oh, here we go. This is absolutely brutal. Neither are backing down.
The smaller male retreats. The winner retains his harem. This challenger has paid the price. But these bull seals are tough, and he will recover.
He may have lost this battle, but I'm sure he'll be back to fight again.
Young males often patrol the perimeter of these rocky shores, hoping to find some unguarded females. But there's a large beachmaster in charge here. And he chases this young chancer away. It's hardly a high-speed pursuit, but the younger seal gets the message. Even in the surf, they still get a chance to mate, as females come and go from the colonies. This male's in luck, but another male fancies his chances. It's a ferocious fight. The rival is chased off. All the males are trying to breed with as many females as possible. Not only do the females have to care for their young, they're getting pursued aggressively by the males.
And we've just got one coming in now.
He's really got hold of her. During the breeding season, male seals' hormone levels go through the roof, so even their mating can be violent.
He looks to have got her trapped in there. She just can't get away from him.
One of the greatest prizes in the animal kingdom is passing your genes on to the next generation. And these bull seals do all they can to make it happen.
Oh, she's managed to slip away. Now that was intense.
And she's reunited with her pup.
This is absolutely amazing. There's so much action going down here in the colony. I can't quite believe it. The female down here has just given birth.
I'm going to have to stay as still and quiet as possible. I don't want to disturb them.
These are the very first calls this pup's making to establish really strong bonds with its mother.
Knowing its calls and recognising its unique smell will help the mother locate a pup if they get separated.
This has been absolutely amazing to witness, but the tide's coming in now, so I'm going to get a bit higher up the cliff to get a better view. There's an incredible bird's eye view of the whole colony from up here. The tide's coming in fast, and there's a little pup down there on a rock, and it's going to be in danger unless it moves.
Grey seal pups don't usually enter the water until they're over a month old. And this pup is too young. 20 minutes later, this rock is surrounded by the rising tide.
This is fascinating. Other seals seem to be concerned about it. There's a male gone up to it now, and it's actually touching noses. This is very... Oh, there's a big wave. It's just taken it off. God, this is amazing to watch. I just hope it can get out of there. The pup's made it back to shore now, but it's heading back out. Oh, back into the waves.
It seems disorientated.
It's having a terrible time out there. Going around the colony now, and it's looking for its mother, but this time it's heading inland, which is good news.
This is why the bonds between mother and pup are so important. If it's not able to find its mother, it'll struggle to survive. But this pup is back on land and has found its mother. Oh, that's great to see after such an ordeal.
The Yorkshire coastline is absolutely amazing, and I can't believe all this drama's unfolding, especially at this time of year.
From fighting bull seals to suckling newborn pups, there's always an incredible story unravelling when I head to the east coast. But it's important to give the seals plenty of space, to give the colony the best chance of succeeding.
The Yorkshire Wildlife Trust also carry out surveys along this coastline. So head back to meet Beth to find out more. There's quite a few seals down there, but tell me a bit about the surveying work you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are carrying out monthly surveys at the moment,
Right.
specifically at this site, but you know, there's work that goes on all along the East Yorkshire coast.
Yeah.
At this site specifically, we're trying to get an idea of how the seals are using the site, so their behaviours, but also how many of them there are. So even 2 years ago, the numbers were much lower here.
So
yeah.
are you looking at the ages of the seals and sexes of the seals?
Yeah, absolutely. So we split the shoreline into 3 sections, and then every section we're identifying number species. So we get Atlantic grey and common seal in the UK. So far all the ones we've seen have been Atlantic grey seals. Common are less common despite their names.
That's confusing.
It is, it really is. But yeah, we're also trying to age and sex them. The males are really obvious, they're much bigger. They grow up to about 3 metres, which is bonkers. They tend to be quite dark in colour. They've got this huge nose as well. I always think they look a little bit ratty in their facial features.
A large rat.
Yeah, a very large rat. Females, on the other hand, they look a bit like Labradors. They're really pretty, but again quite large. And they're so funny to watch on the beach because they do have this really weird way about them. They're very like clumsy. They do this thing where they form a banana shape. It's called bananaing because they don't want to get wet, they don't want to be in the water. But they look really funny because they're so out of place. The second they're in the water, they're like these graceful, you know, beautiful marine mammals. It's a real juxtaposition. But yeah, so we're just trying to get an idea of what it is they're doing really. Common behaviours, so if they're napping, if they're alert, if they're playing with one another, and you do see all those behaviours as well, which is really fun. It's a really nice part of the survey, is getting to see them interact with one another.
So the plastics are a real problem there?
They are definitely seeing cases of entanglement in fishing rope, but also entanglement in more human-made items, so things like here's ring frisbees that you get in the bright green ones, but there was a seal 2-3 weeks ago with one around its neck, and it's really challenging to see that because you know, the real beauty of this particular site is that it's completely inaccessible. You can't get down onto the beach, but there are real positive steps that we can all take to help with that. Just taking
Beach
a bag
cleans.
out, beach cleans, absolutely. But it doesn't have to be on a beach. You know, wherever you are, if it's in a street, by a river, that waste is going to end up in the sea, on a beach, by a seal, or you know, by anything. We have a number of beach clean events that are run throughout the year, so they're run by these fantastic volunteers who give their time, and anyone can go along. You just let them know you're coming. And
good exercise as well.
It is great exercise, and it's really good fun. You get a real sense of community.
So that's been absolutely great, spending a bit more time with the seals and learning a bit more about them as well. I'll leave you to survey.
Thanks.
It's been fantastic to study the behaviour of these seals, safely and responsibly. Learning from Bex about the current guidelines, and from Beth about the surveys done here. I'll definitely be back to see more of these magnificent creatures. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more. Here's a taste of what you'll enjoy seeing on this channel.